Ave Maria, and welcome to Marian Shrines of the World. Today's shrine, Our Lady of Pinu, is on the island of Gozo in Malta. The construction date of the original shrine of Our Lady of Pinu is not known. However, we do know that by 1534 the noble Gentili family had built a chapel devoted to Our Lady of the Assumption, and the chapel was thus known by the family name of the Gentili. In 1575, the apostolic visitor, Monsignor Pietro Duzina, delegated by Pope Gregory XII to visit the Maltese islands, found the chapel was in a very bad state. He therefore ordered it to be closed and demolished. However, according to tradition, when the workman struck the first blow with his pick, he broke his arm. This was taken as a sign that this chapel had to be preserved, and in fact this was the only chapel that survived Monsignor Duzina's decree ordering the demolition of other similar chapels on the island. The current name of the shrine has its roots in the name of a very religious man who in 1598 took it upon himself to take care of the chapel. His name was Pinu Gauci, or Pinu for short, thus changing the chapel's name from of the Gentili to Pinu, that is, of Philip. A report made by Monsignor Galliares during a pastoral visit in 1615 was not very favourable. In fact, he wrote, "The doors are without locks and there are no candlesticks nor a holy image. The church is badly in need of repairs and it's fallen into neglect." Pinu Gauci willingly offered the money for its restoration. Within 6 years it was rebuilt, a stone altar was erected and vestments for the liturgical services were provided. In 1619 he commissioned the painting of Our Lady of Pinu, representing the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin into heaven. By 1654 the chapel had fallen again into disrepair and was once more closed to the public. But Pinu's daughter restored the chapel again and it was re-endowed in 1676. By 1879 it had once more fallen into disrepair and become derelict and demolition likely. Then, on the 22nd of June 1883, 40-year-old Camilla Grima, a great devotee of the Blessed Virgin, heard a voice while passing by the chapel on her return home from the field surrounding the chapel. "Come, come," she heard a woman's voice say. She was confused and frightened and began to run away from the place. The voice called again, "Come, because it will be another year before you will be able to return." After the second call, Camilla realised that the voice was coming from within the chapel. She went inside and began to say her usual prayers. The voice spoke a third time. "Recite 3 Hail Marys in honour of the 3 days my body remained in the tomb." Camilla did as the voice asked and went on her way. Shortly afterwards, she fell ill and remained confined to her bed for more than a year. The voice was proved right. 2 years later, Camilla revealed her secret to her friend, Francesco Portelli. He in turn told her that at about the same time he had also heard a woman's voice ask him to recite prayers in honour of the hidden wound Christ received while carrying the cross. Shortly after this conversation, Francesco's mother was miraculously healed by the intercession of Our Lady of Pinu. The lonely chapel became a place of pilgrimage for many people on the island and beyond. The bishop was informed about these events and asked to speak to Camilla and Francesco. He questioned them closely on several occasions and concluded that the voice was of heavenly origins and that the messages really were from the Blessed Virgin. Devotion to Our Lady of Pinu grew rapidly and numerous pilgrims flocked to the chapel. Many believe that the prayers said in the chapel saved Gozo from the plague which had stricken Malta at that time. The locals therefore decided to build a larger and more magnificent church on the site in honour of the Mother of God. Many obstacles were encountered so that construction was delayed 30 years. Construction on a magnificent Romanesque-style basilica began on the 30th of May 1920. On the 31st of August 1932, the new church was consecrated and opened to the public. The bell tower which commands the district was completed in 1934. In 1935, the church was raised to the dignity of a minor basilica by Pope Pius XI. Gozo's escape from the serious damage in the Second World War, together with many miracles of healing, have been attributed to the intervention of Our Lady. In fact, the sanctuary is adorned with many beautiful votive offerings which have been donated to the shrine by those who have either been healed, saved, or receive favours through the intercession of Our Lady of Pinu. The shrine was visited by Pope John Paul II on the 26th of May 1990, who prayed at the foot of the image and also celebrated an outdoor mass at the entrance of the shrine. This was the first time in history that the shrine was ever graced with a papal visit. On the 18th of April 2010, when visiting Malta, Pope Benedict XVI, although unable to visit the shrine, had the image brought from the shrine for him to venerate. He invited everyone to pray to her under the title Queen of the Family. In every nation of the world today, the family is under attack. Society is corrupting the family. We need to do as the Holy Father says, but not only pray, but also consecrate your home and families to Our Lady under the title Queen of the Family. In 1883, Camilla Grima heard Our Lady tell her to come. Our Lady also invites you today to come to her Immaculate Heart. May Our Lady not only be Queen of the Family, but also Queen of your heart. Ave Maria.